welcome to the chat. Right now, we stay in the political mode and we bring in Miss Juliann Fulton. She's running for the chair of the Democratic Party here, vice chair for the her opponent. And this is where it gets kind of confusing. Her opponent was vice chair for the Republican Party until recently. He participated in the Texas Republican Convention, and he's yet to fully explain why he's decided to become a Democrat. Mrs. Fulton, welcome to the chat. Maybe you can shed some light on this situation. I see it as a little bit of deception.
I am concerned. I am very concerned. So just to kind of tell you a little bit about how I'm actually the chair for the Democratic Party in Potter County at this time. David Martinez, who is one of our great candidates running for Precinct 1 Commissioner position, he had to step down. He was the chair, and so he contacted me, and after a lot of soul searching and prayer, I took on that position, and I got a call from this gentleman who said that he was interested in, being the Democratic chair. And, I'm new to this position. I'm learning a lot. And so I was open to hearing from him. And as we got into the conversation, I happened to be at work whenever I actually took his call. And after we got into the conversation, I was a little confused. And so I did a little bit of research and saw that he had been the vice chair for the Republican Party. And so I contacted him and I said, Mike, you filed in the wrong party. I said, you should be contacting Dan Rogers in the Republican Party if you want to be a chair because you're a Republican. No, he says to me, I've changed and I want to be the chair for the Democratic Party. And I said, well, I think this is really unusual.
No,
and he really didn't give me any real reason. He mentioned something about that he is concerned about homeless vets. Me too. But he didn't really give me a reason as to why he had changed parties.
If you, in this position, what is your job? What is the main function of the chair of the Democratic or Republican Party? A lot of people don't know what their position entails.
That is exactly true. And I have to tell you, I've learned a lot. So the biggest thing that we do is we help with the election. Specifically, we work with Christy, who is the election administrator for Potter County, in making sure that we have a fair election. We make sure that they have workers, poll workers, and election judges, and to make sure that the election goes off without a hitch. Both parties are on the election board, and so we contract with Potter County Election Administration to have them run the election. And I think that may be some of what is the reason behind Mike wanting this position.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Are we seeing here, like with what's happening in the Republican Party here in Amarillo, are we seeing somewhat of a deterioration of going to the grassroots, getting down to the bottom? I mean, that's where races are run, is at the grassroots level. Are we seeing some type of deterioration of that?
I think we are. Another big reason why that I'm passionate about this position is I feel like that the voice of the Democrats has been lost in our area. And you know, I share. My background is social work.
Right.
I've done hospital case management for a number of years, and typically in case management, they team up a social worker with a nurse to do the discharge planning, utilization review, and that sort of thing. And it's a great match. And I see it similarly for the Democrat and Republican parties. We have different views about things.
Right.
We have different ideas, different backgrounds that we bring to the table. And they're not getting our voice. They're not getting some of the solutions and the things that we can bring to the table. So I think that the voters are losing out on that.
Ms. Fulton, where can people find out more on your campaign? And right now, I think this is a deeper level and a deeper conversation. Will you come back and talk with us again?
Absolutely. And
Yep.
I'm going to give you both my email address, which is Juliann, and it's JULIANN .Fulton@yahoo.com. And I'm also going to give you my telephone number.
Oh.
It is 806-282-5941. I am one of those people that I get a lot of calls and a lot of spam calls. And so you may have to leave me a message, but I'm glad to get back with you.
All right, Ms. Juliann Fulton running for the head of the Democratic chair. We'll have her back on. We'll dig deeper into this issue because I think there's a lot of layers going on. Ms. Fulton, thank you for your time.